In September 2025, millions of Americans will receive their monthly Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits, commonly known as SNAP or food stamps. These benefits are loaded onto electronic benefit transfer cards that households can use just like a debit card at authorized grocery stores, farmers markets, and other participating retailers. The exact date each household receives their SNAP benefits depends on their state's payment schedule. In many states, payments are staggered across a range of dates based on case number or date of birth, while some states issue benefits to everyone on the first of the month. In September, SNAP payments generally arrive during the first few weeks of the month. For instance, Alabama distributes benefits between September 4 and 23. Alaska issues all payments on September 1st. Arizona schedules them between September 1st and 13. California sends benefits from September 1st through 10. Florida extends payments across September 1st to 28. New York issues between September 1st and 9th. Ohio between September 2nd and 20. And Wisconsin from September 1st to 15. Each state has its own rules, so payment calendars look different across the country. Recipients should always confirm their exact date with their state's SNAP agency. In September 2025, benefit amounts continue to reflect the cost of living adjustments, or COLA, that took effect for fiscal year 2025. These changes began on October 1, 2024, and will remain in place until September 30, 2025. Under this update, the maximum allotment for a family of 4 in the 48 contiguous states and the District of Columbia is $975. The minimum benefit remains $23. Larger households receive more. For example, 8 people can receive up to $1,756, and each additional member beyond that adds $220. Eligibility for SNAP depends on household income and resources measured against federal poverty thresholds. Here are 2 main tests: gross monthly income, which is set at 130% of the poverty level, and net monthly income, which is set at 100%. For one person, the gross limit is $1,632, and the net limit is $1,255. For 8 people, the gross limit is $5,712, and the net limit is $4,394. These limits are updated each year to reflect inflation. Certain deductions are allowed to lower countable income. Households can claim standard deductions, shelter costs, dependent care expenses, and for households with elderly or disabled members, medical expenses above $35 per month. These deductions are designed to better match benefits with a family's real financial situation. SNAP is overseen on the federal level by the U.S. Department of Agriculture through its Food and Nutrition Service. The federal government establishes the broad rules of the program, such as who qualifies, how income limits are set, and what the maximum benefit amounts are each year. These rules apply across the entire country and ensure that the program runs in a uniform way, even though the details of administration are handled locally. Once the USDA sets the framework, state governments step in to carry out the program in practice. Each state has its own SNAP office or division that accepts applications, verifies eligibility, and issues benefits. States also decide the exact payment schedules, which is why the dates that families receive their benefits can look different depending on where they live. State agencies typically stagger payment dates across the month, rather than sending all benefits on a single day. This helps reduce strain on state systems and also prevents grocery stores and other retailers from being overwhelmed with all SNAP transactions at once. For example, some states issue benefits over the first 2 weeks of the month based on the last digit of a case number, while others may spread payments out from the 1st through the 20th or even later. A few smaller states, however, still send all benefits on one day. This means that 2 families of the same size and income might both receive SNAP, but their benefit dates could be weeks apart simply because they live in different states. In addition to the regular monthly SNAP benefits, there are also related programs that provide extra help when schools are not in session. One of the largest is Summer EBT, which gives families with school-age children an additional $120 per child to help cover the cost of food during the summer months when free or reduced-price school meals are not available. Many states distributed these benefits in June or July, but because each state runs its own schedule, Some households may still see those funds appear in early September if their state processes benefits later or experiences delays. These extra benefits can be crucial for families trying to make ends meet while children are home from school. As September 2025 progresses, SNAP households will continue to receive their payments according to their state's chosen system. Most families can expect benefits to arrive during the first half of the month, though in certain states the payment window can extend into the third or even the fourth week. The exact benefit amount depends on the number of people in the household, their income, and whether they qualify for deductions such as shelter costs or medical expenses in the case of elderly or disabled members. Larger households receive higher allotments, while all states apply the same federal cost of living adjustments to ensure benefits reflect inflation. For families relying on these benefits, it is important to know that the USDA sets the overall rules, but their own state SNAP office is the best source for detailed information. Payment calendars, application updates, and benefit balances are all handled at the state level, and many states now allow recipients to check their benefits online or through mobile apps. By September 2025, the system is well established, and while each state may vary in its schedule, the structure of SNAP ensures that eligible households receive consistent support for food each month. Disclaimer: this information is provided for general educational purposes only and should not be considered official guidance. SNAP benefits, eligibility rules, payment amounts, and issuance dates are set by the U.S. Department of Agriculture and managed by individual state agencies. Schedules and benefit levels may vary depending on location, household circumstances, and policy updates. While every effort has been made to ensure accuracy based on publicly available information, recipients should always verify their specific payment dates, benefit amounts, and eligibility requirements.